What is up, guys? My name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to go over the earnings for my Helium hotspot miner, and I'm just going to go over the last 2 months that I've had this miner and show you guys how much I've made. Now, this miner did go up sometime in June. I believe it was like June 26th. Today is August 25th, so it is a little bit less than 2 months. But regardless, I'm going to show you guys all those numbers so you guys can make a judgment call whether or not it's still worth picking up one of these miners if you guys are interested. Now, before I jump into this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And without any further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. So a couple things to mention in this before I go into my phone to show you guys how much I've made is, one, this hotspot miner is currently using the 2.3 dBi antenna, and for the majority of the time when I did all these tests, it has been with the stock antenna. I did do one test with an 8 dBi antenna, and that was just for a week, and I didn't see much difference in the amount of earnings I made, so I went ahead and I changed it back to the 2.3 dBi antenna, and this whole time the miner has been sitting inside of my house. And the reason why I'm running tests with the miner inside of my house instead of putting an antenna on top of my roof, which I could potentially make more money, is just to show you guys that you guys can still be profiting by having a miner inside your house. So if you live in an apartment and you don't have the ability to throw an antenna on the roof, or you live maybe in a basement somewhere, maybe you can't throw one outside but you have to put it next to a window. Mine is fairly close to a window, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. Is that I didn't put it outside, I didn't move it, it's always been in the same place. So that factor has always been the same. It has been plugged in via Ethernet. I didn't use Wi-Fi, so it is always plugged into the internet unless the internet drops and I didn't notice, but I haven't had any issues with internet at my house in the past 2 or 3 months. So let's just go ahead and jump into the Helium app to show you guys how much I've made in the last 2 months. So here we are on the Helium app. I have blurred out the miner that I have just so you guys don't know exactly where I live, just for security reasons, but everything else will be shown. So at the very top here, the current price for HNT is at $23.06. So this did spike up to about $26, almost $27 at one point. So I did have a larger wallet size in terms of how much I've made a few days ago, but since the price has dropped, that number has dropped as well. So looking at the last 24 hours, it does say that I've made about $14.86, and jumping into the wallet and the transactions, right here, it does say that I have $1,153.34 worth of HNT. If I tap on that, it does break down how much HNT I have currently mined, and that is 50.61 HNT. So that's how much I've mined in the last 2 months. Breaking down when I started mining, so like I said, I started mining on June 26th, and for that month to June 25th, I made about 33.64 HNT. And for July 26th until today, which is August 25th, but it does show August 24th, because today hasn't ended yet, it does say I've only mined about 16.97. So it is about half of the amount of HNT that I've mined. And the reason that is because the halving happened on August 1st, and everyone speculated that everyone would make less, right? Because the amount of HNT supply going to all the miners is reduced by half. So it does show right there that I have been making about half of what I currently was making. And then breaking it down in terms of money, $766 for June 26th to July 25th, and then $386 for July 26th to August 24th. So again, about half of what I've made in the previous month, but with the price going up, it does kind of account for it, and there are a lot of miners coming back into the market as well. So that's why the amount of earnings has kind of reduced there, even though I haven't changed any of the factors like placement or internet or anything like that. It's because more miners are coming onto the market and more miners are going onto the network, where it makes it so that now the amount of HNT that you're making has to be spread to other miners that are in the area. So I just want to kind of break down some of the earnings here. Obviously, I can't go over all of them, but I can go over some of them. 203 in the last 39 minutes, 224 in the last hour, 3 hours ago, 106. So every so often I am getting paid, which is nice because I'm not really doing anything. This is a great way to create passive income. Now these Helium miners are one of the first miners that I got into that got me into crypto mining. So it's just great to see that all these profits are rolling in. Now I used to check on this app almost every single day just to see how much I've earned. Now I kind of just let it be, let it do its thing, and I don't really worry about it. I'll check back on it maybe every few days, maybe once a week, just to make sure that everything's running correctly and there's no issues. But this miner is still continually running. It is still mining. So that's pretty much how much I've made in terms of the last 2 months here. Just to break it down, just so you guys can get a better idea of how much I've made in the last 2 weeks. The amount of HNT does fluctuate from day to day. You guys can see from this graph right here. Like on this one Friday, it spiked to about $33 in that one day, which is ridiculous. And then it kind of just dropped off during the weekday on Monday and Tuesday, where I only made a couple bucks. Then it kind of spiked back up and then dropped off. I have kind of noticed that during the weekday, in the early weekday, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is a little bit less. And then in the weekends, it does end up being a little bit more in earnings. I'm not sure why that's the case. That's just what it is on my end. And then another concern that I did have is that where the miner is placed right now is that there are 2 other miners that are live in this area, but their reward scale is reduced to 0.5, while my reward scale is still at 1.0. I haven't done anything. I don't know why it's showing 1.0. I'm not sure if anyone has had this issue. If you guys have or know why that's the case, let me know in the comment section down below, because I've always had this question. I can't find the answer to it online. I don't know why it's at a 1.0 reward scale, because when I first set up the miner, it was at a 0.5 reward scale because I was sharing it with someone else. But then that new miner did come online, and I did notice that theirs went to 0.5 and mine jumped back up to a 1.0 reward scale. So, I mean, I'm grateful that that's the case. I'm not sure if I'm actually pulling in a 100% reward scale, but if I am grateful. I'm not going to do anything to change that. I'm not going to be resetting it or moving my miner. I'm going to let it be how it is. But if you guys think it's a glitch, or if you guys know why that's the case, again, let me know in the comment section down below. But that is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. I would say that if you guys want to invest in a Helium miner, I would still say that it is still worth it. It is passive income. The question is when will you get your return on investment back? Right now, I spent about $2,600 on this one miner, since I did buy it on eBay for resale value. So I have almost made back about half of that in 2 months. So if everything continues how it is, I should be paying it off in about 5 months or so, which is a little bit earlier than I anticipated. But that is it. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, drop it down in the comment section down below, because I answer almost every single comment you guys leave down there. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.